Dr. Babasaheb Ambedkar Open University.
Namaskar. I, Dr. Reena Vaishnav, an assistant professor in Department of English at Dr. Babasaheb Ambedkar Open University. It is my pleasure to share my views on tenses with all the students. Today in this session we are going to discuss about tenses. How many tenses are there? What are the forms of the tenses? In which conditions we have to use all the tenses? What are the example? What are the patterns? In which way we have to use that tenses in a particular structure? So that's the thing we are going to discuss. In this session we are going to discuss all 12 parts of the tenses. But first of all, I am going to show you one chart, and in this chart there are 3 times and 4 aspects. Today's our topic is tenses, present, past and future, and aspects are simple, continuous, perfect, and perfect continuous. So first of all, whenever we are talking about tenses, any tenses divided into 3 times. What are the 3 times? Present, past and future. And there are total 4 aspects: simple, continuous, perfect and perfect continuous. Now present time and simple aspect combines present simple tense. In the same way, past time and simple aspect combines and it makes past simple tense. In the same way, future time, future and aspect simple, it makes future simple tense. In the same way, we have to make it continuous tense. It means present time combines with continuous aspect, it will make present continuous tense, right? In the same way, past time continuous aspect, it combines and it will make past continuous tense. In the same way, future continuous tense, present perfect tense, past perfect tense, future perfect tense. In the same way, perfect continuous, present perfect continuous tense, past perfect continuous tense, future perfect continuous tense. In a simple sense, if anyone asks you that how many tenses are there in English grammar, so there are total 12 tenses, right? It divided into 3 times and 4 aspects. What are the 3 times? Present times, past times and future time, right? And what are the aspects? So aspects includes simple, continuous, perfect and perfect continuous, right? In a very simple manner, one time and one aspect combines and it will make a one tense. Okay, so present time and simple aspects combines and it makes present simple tense. So, from this formula, if anyone asks you, can you name the 12 tenses of English grammar? So, in easy manner you can identify and you can name all the 12 tenses, right. So, present and each and every tenses, present simple tense, sado vartaman kaal, past simple tense, it means sado bhutkaal, future simple tense, it means sado bhavishya kaal, continuous tense, continuous it means the action is running. See each and every tense individually. So, first of all, which tense we are going to learn? The first one is present simple tense. Okay. So, whenever we learn any tense, simple, present tense. So, first of all, when you learn any tense, first of all you have to clarify the form of a tense. If whenever we are talking about a simple present tense, so the form or structure of the tense is subject, verb, object. Now, what kind of structure it is? In each and every tenses, the structure it will be the same, right. First there will be a subject, S it stands for subject, V stands for verb, and O it stands for object. Subject it means in Gujarati you can say karta, doer, right. Verb it means kriyapad, verb, and object it means the thing. Whenever any person asks you like how will you recognize what is the subject in the sentence, what is the verb and what is the object. So, how will you identify it? If in a sentence any person is there, the doer, it is called a subject. If any action is running, so that word, that word is called a verb. An object, whenever in a sentence you ask normally what, and whatever the answer you get it is called a object. So, any sentence in English language, any sentence structured in the same way, subject, verb and object. So, now in a simple present tense, what we have to main focus on? Verb. In any tense we have to focus on a verb, and whenever we are talking about simple present tense, so we have to put verb form with S or ES, particularly main verb form or the verb form with S or ES, right. What does it mean? So, I just give you two examples so you can identify easily. First sentence is, I drink coffee every day. Second, Rahul works as a teacher, right. So, here I have mentioned two sentences. First is, I drink coffee every morning or every day. Second sentence is, Rahul works as a teacher. So, whenever you see, this sentence is divided into three parts, right. I drink coffee every day. Second sentence also, Rahul works as a teacher. So these are the three parts. Now, I is a subject. I drink coffee every day. Who drink a coffee every day? I drink. So whenever you ask a question with who and whatever the answer you get it is called subject, right? So I, it is a subject. Now which action is running in this sentence? Drink, drink, right? Pivu. In Gujarati you can say drink, right? So drink, it is a verb. And coffee, what are you drinking? So whenever you ask a question with what, and what will you get the answer? Coffee. So coffee, it is an object. Okay. So coffee is a object. In the same way, Rahul. Rahul works as a teacher. Who works as a teacher? Rahul. The Rahul is a subject. What is he doing? He works, right? The action is works. So to work is mentioned as a verb. What is he doing, right? So he is a teacher. So teacher, it is a object. So whenever you find any sentence, like first of all, if any sentence, you have to identify like who is a subject, what is an object, and what is a verb. So first of all, when you ask with a question who, you will get the answer subject. If you ask a question with what, you will get the answer object, and whatever the action is running in particular that sentence, it is called a verb. So now in a simple present tense, I drink coffee every day. I drink coffee every day. And in second sentence, verb is works. So why this is a difference? Here it is only main verb, and in this sentence we have used S after a main verb. So what is the reason behind it? So for simple things we have to mention, we have to keep it in mind. Like if, like I show you one chart of it, it will clear all the things. I, we, you, he, she, it, and they. Okay, it is the first person, it is the second person, it is the third person. This part is used for singular, and it is plural, bahuvachan. Singular it means ekvachan, plural it means bahuvachan. So whenever in simple present tense the subject is I, we, you or they, so there we have to use main form of the verb. So like the second sentence, it was that Rahul works as a teacher, right? And I drink coffee every day. So now look at here, before the verb there is a first person singular. I included in first person singular, right? We include in first person plural, it means we. Second person singular, it means you. Second person plural, it means you. Third person singular, it means he, she, it. And third person plural, it means they. Right? So, whenever in simple present tense there is a one rule, like whenever the subject is third person singular, so we have to put s or es behind the main verb, right? If there is a subject is third person singular, it means he, she or it, okay. So, in this sentence, Rahul works as a teacher. So, Rahul it represents as a teacher, right. So, Rahul it mentions he, right, it means third person singular. So, he it means third person singular. So, in simple present tense, whenever the subject is a third person singular, so in that verb we have to put s after that verb, right. So, that is the reason why here we have used works as a verb. Now, another second sentence is there, I drink coffee every day. I drink coffee every day. What is the subject? I. I it means first person singular. So, in first person singular we have to use main verb or main verb with s or es. So, first person singular we have to use main verb, right. So, that is the reason we have to write in such a way, I drink coffee every day. Now, in this sentence, I drink coffee every day. Instead of that, I have to speak in a such a way like Vian drinks coffee every day. Like I write it. Instead of this sentence, I drink coffee every day. If I write Vian drink coffee every day. So, it is a right sentence. I drink coffee every day. Vian drink coffee every day. Grammatically, in simple present tense, it is a habit, right? The thing that which you do every day, it is called a habit or regular routine, right? So, in this sentence, it represents simple present tense. So, it is a correct structure or not? If the subject is I, we have to use main verb, right? But if the subject is what? Third person singular, Vian represents he, right? Third person singular. So, for that reason, we have to put s or es after the main verbs. So, the correct sentence it will be Vian drinks coffee every day, right? So, in simple present tense, the things, your rules and regulation you know, like the thing which you do regularly, right, habit, universal truth. For this reason, you have to use simple present tense, right? And you have to keep in mind only one thing is that if it is a third person singular, subject is a third person singular, it means he, she or it. So, after that verb, particular verb, you have to put s or es accordingly. Now, on which verb you have to put s, or in which verb, on which verb, with which verb you have to use es. For that there is also rules and regulations. So that you have to memorize it. Okay. So these are the things for a simple present tense. Now I give you another 3 sentences that you have to identify it, like it represents simple present tense or not. So I write it down here. The first sentence is you sing very well. Second sentence is water boils at 100 Celsius. Sun rises in the east. These are the 3 sentences. First, you sing very well. Water boils at 100 degree. Sun rises in the east. All the 3 sentences presents simple present tense. Why? Because it shows, first sentence shows fact, second sentence also factual truth, it shows factual truth. Third sentence, it is a universal truth, right? So, in which conditions you have to use a simple present tense? If it is a habit, if it is a regular routine, if it is a fact, if it is a factual truth, like earth is round, water boils at 100 degree or 100 temperature, sun rises in the east, so it is a universal truth. So in all these conditions you have to use simple present tense, right? The structure is subject, verb, object. You have to keep in mind only one thing. If subject is third person singular, you have to use s or es after main verb. Otherwise, you have to put with I, we, you and they. You have to use main form of the verb, right? So, you sing very well. So, it is a main verb. Instead of you, if I put the name Rekha, Rekha sings very well. Is it a right sentence? No. Rekha, if I mention the word Rekha, so Rekha is a third person singular. If I put name Rekha, so I have to put s after main verb sings. So Rekha sings very well. Water boils at 100 Celsius, right? So water is a eat. It represents eat. So it boils at 100 Celsius. Sun rises in the east. So now for simple present tense, you have to keep in mind only this thing, that if any sentence or if any situation represents universal truth, fact, you have to use simple present tense. Simple present tense structure is subject, verb and object. Okay. So now we complete this simple present tense. Now our next tense is present continuous tense. Present continuous tense. गुजराती में એને કહેવાય ચાલુ વર્તમાન કાળ. Present continuous tense, it shows that whenever you are talking, at that time the action is running, right? So if in any sentence there is a action is going on. So it shows present continuous tense. Now let's see the criteria and rules and regulations of this tense also. So there are mainly three uses of present continuous tense. The first one is, first use is action happening now. Second use is temporary activity. The third use of present continuous tense is describe changes that are happening now. I give you example also, so you will have a clarification of all this thing. Action happening now. The sentence is, we are having breakfast, or I am writing on a board, right? I am writing. Action happening now. Second sentence, temporary activities. Rahul is learning to play guitar. And described changes, it means the earth is getting warmer, right? The earth is getting warmer. So whenever you have to use present continuous tense, there are mainly three uses. When we have to use present continuous tense, so there are mainly three uses. First one is action happening now. Whenever you are speaking, at that time that action is running, so at that time you can use present continuous tense. It means I am writing, currently I am speaking, now you are listening. So that action, I am speaking, you are listening, that action is going on. So it is called present continuous tense. Temporary activities, when you have to show temporary activities, like here is a sentence, Rahul is learning to play guitar. Rahul has not learnt, but Rahul is trying to learn to play guitar, right? So now the activity of learning is currently going on, right? So the Rahul is learning to play guitar. The third use of present continuous tense is describe changes that are happening now. The sentence is, the earth is getting warmer. The earth is getting warmer. So universally, this universal truth is that like earth is round. It is a universal truth. So you have to mention this sentence in a simple present tense. But if you wanted to describe changes that are happening now, right? So for that you have to use present continuous tense. The earth is getting warmer day by day, right? So, and what is the form? What is the structure of a present continuous tense? subject, verb, object. In simple present tense, what we did? After a verb, if it is a subject is a first or second person singular plural and third person plural, we use main form of the verb. And if it is a third person singular, we use s or es after the main verb, right? And what we have to do in present continuous tense? In present continuous tense, whatever the main verb is there, after that we have to put ing. ing, it shows that action is currently running, it is a temporary activity, and it shows the changes that are happening now, right? So present continuous tense. So now in this session we have discussed mainly two tenses, simple present tense and simple present tense and present continuous tense. In the next session we are going to discuss about simple past tense and past continuous tense. Thank you so much for this session.